before we get into what we're seeing play out with the special bills, let's just run through how we've seen the markets pan out this week.
Thank you, Kenneth, for having me. So this week, we know on Monday was Democracy Day, which was a public holiday, and traders came back very agile after the one-day break. We saw bearish rundowns in the market due to the liquidity constraints, like you said, that people were selling down on their CBN special bill. However, on Wednesday, there was an NC Bills primary market auction where a paltry sum of 14.84 billion was offered. However, due to the oversubscription of 280 billion, we saw them sell 30.58 billion at the auction. Also on Thursday, there was an UMO auction where 20 billion was offered and sold, and there was very healthy subscription in that market too, while stock rates was maintained at 7, 8.5 and 10.1 at that market. However, in the NC Bill side, we saw the CBN reduce stock rate to 9.4 from 9.61 due to managing their funding costs. In the bond market, the market started off on a very shallow note. We saw yields being fairly stable. However, there was some downward adjustment in the bid side for some maturities. We also saw some traders act with bullish buyers to cover their short positions in preparation for the bond auction of 150 billion across the 2027, 2035 and 2045 maturities next week on the 23rd of June. A very interesting thing happened in the market yesterday due to some news about special CBN intervention in the FX market. We saw the Naira gain about 20 Naira to 487.505. However, today we also saw its price against about 490. And next week, we expect the market to open with more activity owing to the expectation of a large inflow of maturity in the month of July. We expect about 199 billion of bond coupon payments, and there will also be an outstanding payment of the 2021 July maturity of about 561.05 billion. We also expect about 590 Treasury bills maturity in the month of July. So we expect the market to open with a lot of activity next week.
All right, now let's look at the special bills and this sentiment here. How sustainable you think it's going to be going to next week?
Yeah, it's going to be very sustainable as long as the liquidity constraints continue to be a major factor in the market. Since it's currently the most tradable bill in the market, we'll expect to see some more bearish runs in the market.
All right, but looking at the liquidity, which we're talking about as the main marker here, you know, what's your outlook for that going into next quarter? We're seeing this quarter is slowly winding down.
Well, like I said, in the month of July, we expect huge inflow of maturities. So I expect that as this month rounds up, that would be less of a factor as the market goes into H2.
All right, quite interesting times we're seeing in the market here. But let's look at the currency now and get your take on what we see play out going into next month.
Well, there was some rumors of some CBN intervention and some rumors of some circulars. And even we saw the Association of Bureau de Exchange encouraging their members not to hoard dollars. So that caused a gain in the Naira. However, this morning, for some ever reason, we also saw the Naira spike again to 490 from 487 yesterday.
All right, going into next week, though, what can we expect especially from the bond auction?
Well, we expect an increase in stop rates, and people are really getting ready to come out and, subscribe very healthily at the auction.
All right, then, thank you so much.